This is the third week of the AI clinic. In the first week, we discussed about how to use AI in a responsible way. The second week, we talked about how we install the tools that we will use in during this I would say this let's say this AI clinic for 12 how to say 12 weeks. And in this today we will be, I would say, executing this part. So we will talk about how we can make things working, and how we can use in reality the Python, and how we can run codes and modify codes in real time. So the main message that we can transmit I would say we make it the global idea of this session is how to go from a plain language prompt to a script you run and verify. So we can understand, we can make changes, we can have some errors, how to correct these errors, and so on. And always we also in this week we will remind the main points. Always we need to remind people about don't share how to say confidential things, don't share the things that you are not permitted to share, and so on. So just always we need to remind people about these things. So why this week is how to say is important, and all the weeks are important. I will just close this. Why this week is important? Why how to say what it will provide us. So before we start coding, let's ask one simple question: why are we doing this? Why? So whatever you are working in engineering, healthcare, education, business, arts, so why we are doing this? Also for today we will come from small program and make it, how to say, working, and how we can increase and added more things in during the coding. So always never ever we start with big we have an idea in our minds, it's a big idea, so never ask for the whole program at once. Always we need, also in our minds, we need to divide the idea, and we need to divide how to say this big idea to small portions that we can verify, we can test, and we can how to say ask the AI to do it. Because if we'll ask about the whole idea, we will have two big problems. The first problem, we cannot verify, and as we said in the previous weeks, always we need to double check after the AI tool or the AI results. This is and if the code contains 1,000 or 2,000 lines, we cannot verify line by line. And the second point is how to say we cannot debug itself. We cannot understand, because the AI will be lost. When we gave him the big idea, the AI tool will guess and will provide the best solution for it, because also it was trained to save energy for them, to save brains, how to say, to save the brains that he is using, because he's not using one brain. In our case, for example, if we ask one people how many fingers in the hands, they will say 10. If I will ask how many fingers in 10 in five, you will say immediately that it is, for example, 50 or 100, and the brain search immediately for the best solution and the easiest solution. This is our brain, the same that it's used in the AI tool that we are using, either Copilot or GPT or Gemini or Claude or any of them, or also the Kimi or Queen. All of them, they are used to or learn to save energy, to save to be smart. And smart for them, it comes from our brains always we are thinking that our brain also search always for say the easiest and the quick results. This is very important. The how to say, what is this? Or today the workflow of today and every day. So we have a prompt. A prompt, it's the language or the instructions that we will provide to AI tool to do things in coding. So the prompt is sentences that in our language and our usual language that we need to ask the AI tool to do it. Then the AI tool will convert it, will convert our prompt to a code. This code, it is how to say, it's let's say the code, if we can give a definition to the code, it's the language that the machine understands. So the prompt is the language that we understand, and the code is the language that the machine understands. So now, after having the code, we need to run this code, getting the results. The most important point that we are responsible for is verify. First, we need to verify the results are accurate or not based on our knowledge. Because let's say I am physician, or I am mathematician. So I need to know what's in theory or in paper, what should be the results. If the results that provided by the code is similar or close to what I am thinking, it's okay. If no, it's not correct, means that the code is running code doesn't mean is correct. This is very important. So the code can be run without errors, without syntax errors, but the results is not accurate. This is very important, and verification is our responsibility, is not the responsibility of the AI. If we can come back to week 1, I showed some examples about one example that I asked AI, and you can try it by yourself. Ask GPT or ask Gemini. I have a car. I want to take my car to the wash car. Should I go walking, or can I go walk? What the reply? It's surprising that it says that you because the distance is very close, you can go walking. He doesn't take the action itself. And another one, when we added I would say, when we increase the accuracy, so we test it in instant model. When we increase the high test, it replies that no, you must take the car, because without the car you cannot I would say, you need to wash the car, so you need to take the car. This is the importance. Both results provided by the same AI. If we don't verify after it, it will be our responsibility, because let me now share one email written by the AI to the Professor Kim now, and the Professor Kim receives this email, and it's done. So I cannot tell how to say delete this email or no. It's out of my responsibility. So before writing, before sending, it's my responsibility. The AI provide the code, and it's my responsibility here to read it, to verify it, then send it. When I send it, it's my responsibility. Professor Kim here, or any receiver, he will not take that. Forgive me, he will forgive me because I wrote it using AI, or no. It's my responsibility. Same for publication. Many publications are withdrawn because the editors, or the I would say the associate editors, they receive comments that this line doesn't exist, or this reference doesn't exist. Because I would say the researchers send the paper without double checking it, and they I would say they trust the AI. The AI, I would say, we need to work with them. We must use them, but in other way, also we must verify after them. This is the most important message that we need always. Every week we need to tell it again and again and again. So here, as I said, the Python code is only some instructions, or some lines that the Python, or how to say, the machine will understand. It should be ended with .py, means that Python and also in Python is has specific instructions that it's not how to say when we put the line. So I will show one the real demo here in real time, but just I'm giving the big picture to understand. Here we have this column is the first, the second column. It takes into account the columns here. This is the difference between Python and let's see C or C sharp or C++. The first line is important. The first column is important. The second column is important. It's not line. So we have here line and we have columns, and each column has a new beginning here in the code itself. The comments always we need to do it in sharp. Here this is very, I would say, also important. Like here print, we use this. If we use I would say dash, or what you call sharp, it makes it as comment, so the code will not read it. It doesn't exist in reality. It exists only for our eyes, but in reality it doesn't exist. What the code will instant print will come to AIRCAC. So this is also this is what the code or the machine will instant after running. So this is we said it from week 1, we said it in week 2, and we are saying now in week 3, never ever send or share passwords, confidential files, and how to say anything you don't have the permission to share. Sorry, this is very important. One thing you don't have permission to share, don't share it, because when you share it, it's done. It's in the server and it's not in your hands. Now let me show this. I think this is a video. Here we how to create how to say a simple code here, and how to ask I will open now in minutes. I will open the Visual Studio Code, and I will run it. We will run it one example at the end of this session. We will run one example just to how to say to show in real time what we are doing. Here we create the file hello research.py. It's important to put .py. Then we copy paste the comments that we wrote, or we can write it here in real time. We can write it in this place. The Python code will now run the how to say transform this to his mind and convert it to a code, and it will provide us the code. This code is how to say should be run. If we have errors, we can correct. If we don't have errors, it will be run, and it will provide us the results. Normally here, what we told this code to do is to print welcome to AIRCAC, and print today's date. It will provide it give us the what we told it to do. So we will come to this to our AIRCAC research, and today's date is and it brings the dates from the system itself. If my system is up to date, so it brings the date, the time or the day from this the machine itself. So if it is up to date and time is accurate, it will provide the correct time. Here we have the explanation. Also, we ask this AI tool here. I will little bit come to the beginning to instant pause a little bit here. Here, this is the prompt that we provide. We write a beginner friendly Python script called hello research.py. The program should print welcome welcome message containing AIRCAC. Print today's date, print the installed version Python. Use only built-in libraries. This is what we call prompt. The prompt, we need to specify what we want. We want to tell the AI what it needs to provide us specifically to guide it, to guide the AI to don't go how to say, if we don't use only built-in Python libraries, it can use other libraries that they are not installed, and we need to use pip to install again. But when we use when we guide it, it will use only the, how to say, the package already exist in Python libraries. Also, we told it added comments explaining every step. So it will provide here every step and explain the steps that it is doing, and also after the code. After the code, explain why each line is needed, and the AI, the copilot here in this case, it will provide us the lines, the explanation, call what is doing here, and what if someone wants to understand the inside exactly what we are doing. But if someone doesn't want to understand, it's fine. Also, it's he doesn't need to understand it, but he needs to understand what the code will provide. This is very important. So here, this is a copy that what we wrote. This is the comment that we provide, the prompt that we provide, and this is what the copilot output. It explains the script now, what it contains, and it's true, and also what its line is needed. Why is its line is needed? This line is needed because, for example, he will say why we need these lines. This only the prompt demo, and also here it's simple. I will show one example here in real time. In real time, this is the screenshots that we did. I want to move to other important things that the code itself we only modify. For example, here we have sorry, let me stop it. Here we had this will come to AI to AIRCAC, but now we want to modify it. We want to modify it ourselves by welcome to my first Python program. I will only modify this by myself, so manually, and we can modify it using the script here. I will show you here in real demo. I will open now the how to say the Visual Studio, and we will do one or two examples that we can do in real time and debug, or we will do some errors. Maybe we'll do some mistakes that we can resolve. But here we can modify it manually, the code that we are doing, and we run it, and it will provide us the result that we are expecting to. Here in this code, it provides us the time, because we didn't change the time, but also we'll come to the first my first Python program that we wrote it here. So some errors always the errors we can resolve them either by if we instant Python, we can resolve ourselves, or we can how to say, resolve them by the AI tool itself. We can tell this error, we find this error, please correct it, or correct this error. Here, why I'm showing these two errors, these errors are very, how to say, simple to understand or to detect, because we call it, we have two types of errors in general, two big categories. The syntax errors that are not dangerous. They are because the code cannot run if we have syntax errors. So we need to fix them. After fixing the syntax errors here, for example, parenthesis is missing, or here this one was never used this is another syntax error. These errors we can how to say, avoid them, or we can correct them using either our knowledge in Python, or using the AI tool itself. The issue when we correct these errors, we have another type which is more dangerous. We call it logic error. Let's say, for example, you are expecting results that the signal should be in this form, in the sinusoidal form, or any form, and you didn't verify the period, the frequency, and everything, and you take it as it is. Here we have a logical error that we cannot detect it using the any software. Either we need to detect it using our knowledge, or we should reprovide it or give it to the AI tool and tell it, is it correct to have this frequency, and it will help us to check. This is okay also, but we need to discover the error before the logical error, if I can say the logical error before sharing or before using it. But for the syntax error, it's easy to detect because the software itself. Let me. I will open maybe now. I will open this. I would say, let's say I will open here a new. Let's say, for example, let's say week 3 real demo dot. Here we need .py. This is our here we have an empty space. Let me, for example, write print hello, the same that we did here. Hello world. Sorry, it's hello world. Sorry, what is this? Hello world. Okay, this is how to say I made this how syntax error myself, and I ran here the code. I will run it. It will have here we have syntax error never closed. So I need either to close it, and I will run it again. This is hello world. Here, hello world, it's written. Now let me ask here the Python, the code, and they will say, write a code. Write a code that draw or that plot x function exponential x provided that x is between let's say 0 and 10 in write a code in the week 3 demo, right? Week 3 real demo. That's it, real demo .py. And then we enter here. When we enter the code, the AI, this is, we understand this. We write a code. I just added this here, Python. If we don't create it, it will create another script here or another code here. It will how say considering and running. It depends on the first in the internet and in the the connection, if we say the connection, and the task itself. If the task itself needs more computation, it will take more time. But now I am opening a target file. It will open the target file and it will run the code and considering what and preparing the plotting example. And now it's this here we wrote before. So allow me, he said, allow me to change. I told him, yes, I allow you to change this file. This is also important because I don't want to lose my file. Here, this file is new now. Is before the green is added. Is new in the my script. It was only print hello world, and I will say allow here, allow, always allow this, so only to don't ask many questions. And now I will run it, this code. I will run this code. It will print because it's my code at the beginning. It will only run the hello world. Then it will show the, how to say, the the plots and then because here we use plot and figures, it will show the plots. Okay, and it will show the plots that we have. It's still running, and because it's I would say one more important thing also, if we want to use any running examples or any codes or any research topics, we need computers or laptops with GPUs. So it's also important. It will help us to I would say to speed up the process. So let's wait for just a while. It will print what it says here, verified and save it. It said it saved it already to this file. We can find it here. It's here. So we can open here. We can say it. It's created and save it. The x between 0 and 10. And the exponential here, it's exponential function. We can modify and say, for example, here, if you want, I'm giving, I would say that how easy to do it. But imagine that I don't know how the exponential equation, how it is. I don't get, is it correct or not? Either I need to ask experts in this field. I'm just saying an example. If you don't know, we can, how to say, double verify using how to say, our other tools like Google or Googlet or other tools. But now let's say, for example, modify, update the function, added, update. Just I'm saying update the x function and make x use 1 by x rather than x. And I will we will wait a little bit, but I will not. I will continue, and it will do the same. It will use. I am plotting the example is being now. Now it changed this. It changed. Is what's in red here? It removed. It will be removed, and what is in new? It's green here. So if I run the code now, if I run the code, it finished. I will run the code now. We will have another plot. But let me, for example, I did a mistake. Now, let me, this is, I do it in purpose. I didn't tell him, don't overload or don't override on this. It overrides. So here it provides another function, but I lost the previous function. If this is also important, let me say, for example, I am using this plot is very important, or the Excel sheet. I have only the real Excel sheet, this data set. I suffer to have this data set, and now by mistake, it's my mistake that I told him, rather than using this plot 1 by x instead of x, and keeping the same style. Also, I need to tell him, don't overwrite, create a new file. I need to tell this to the AI. If I don't tell it, it's my issue. So this is also very important. Let's come back to the real scenario here. This is the, or let's explain here. It's much better. Let's come explain here here. It is our folder that we are working on. Everything we are saving, everything we are writing, it's here. This is the editor. I will explain the red little bit, red and white, just in a minute, just to double check that that everything is okay. Here we have the terminal that where we saw the results, or where we saw the outputs from the editor. So if we run this code, here we have, let me show, for example, here we have print plot created and saved in explode. So here we have the same message, means that I am at the end, and the last line of the code was executed correctly. Now the code doesn't contain syntax errors. It's okay. That means that the code is run. Is it the results are correct or not? It's our problem. So the editor here can help us. If I take this mistake, I will run it again. It will help us. The editor or the Visual Studio Code, it will help us that there is an issue here. There is an issue here. It will not accept. It will not accept the code, and because I didn't save, sorry, it didn't accept. So we need to save the code here when we modify something. We always save. If we don't save, it will take the previous one. We need to save it. Now, these errors, the editor can help us to detect. We call it syntax errors. So are easy to resolve and easy to detect. The problem is when we don't have errors, we correct this error, we will save it, Control S, and then run it again. It will provide the same results and the correct results. Now, this result is correct or not, it's our responsibility. I hope it's clear, and it's I would say we are aligned. Here we have the copilot part. The copilot part. Here we can ask the copilot what he needs to do, what's the prompts, what's the instruction, sorry, to the copilot to do for us. And here it will provide us how he is doing it, processing, considering, and running or executing the code. And also it will provide us the results that we cannot see here. For example, here, this is plot. But when we say explain these lines or explain this plot, explain the generated plot, it will provide us a written text that we understand. It's in our language, what is doing exactly. This is the main parts of the code. Let's make only one comment here. I didn't say keep imperps. Here, the instructions that are not modified, they stay from the previous code. They stay same. The ones that it will create, it will remove, or it will be created, I would say, or removed. It will be red and green. So here, if we say keep, everything it will be done. So we don't hear the previous one. It will be lost. So with the red one, it will be it was removed and changed by the green one. This is what the colors here means. If only we are using this, if we are using here the Python modifying this something here, comments or something like that, this is our code or something like that, it will not be green or gold. Or also here we can space, and it will how to say, it will sorry, the green or red, it will not appear here, except that we are using the AI tool. If we are not using the AI tool, the writing is based on our how to say, our writing. So if we want an instruction, we should not do how to say the comments. If now let me, if I forget the comment here, when I run it, when I save it and run it, they will say, the code will say this one was not defined before. So it will provide us an error. This name, this is not defined. This in line, and it will give us the line where exactly this error is located. We should go to this line 11 and put a comment, because we forget to comment it. That's it. So this is how to say, this is the editor that we are working now. We need to check very, very well the five things here. Always before saving the Python, we need to .py if we want to use Python code. .py is the distinguish between .text and .py. This is the first thing. Run without red error text. So means that without syntax errors. The output has exactly the 3 lines, because we use this example as a reference, is hello research as a reference. This is why we should say here exactly 3 lines. But if the output contains 100 line, we need to create 100. We will have 100 line in the command line, so we need to verify how many lines do we have. Is this for this code? Is this date is correct or not? Because we know the date is today, for example, is 26th, June 26th. So let's say the editor which will provide us June 25. It's not correct because we know that this date is not the same. So either the computer, our computer, is not up to date, or the code has an error, and we need to double check both. And also the version of the Python that it will generate it. What we need to avoid, I am running fast, but because I want to how to say, to maybe to make another example here, just to make difference a little bit. Just avoid what we need to avoid here. Forgetting to save the how to say, to save the file before running a wrong file, because it will how to say, destroy other things that we don't want. A missing extension for Python. No red text equal correct output is avoided because it's not correct. Code without error or running a code doesn't mean that is this code provide correct results. This is very, very dangerous step. If I can say the most dangerous step that there is, I would say, one coder will do. And accepting the code and that you haven't read, even though the code, this is why we said don't ask for the big task. Don't ask for the code that it will provide you to 2,000 lines. You cannot verify, and if you cannot verify the code, you cannot trust this code. And also write me a code. Write me a code as vague prompts. Don't use generic or vague prompts. We need to use specific prompts and specific instructions. What he needs to do, the AI, what it needs to do and what it needs to don't do exactly. The do's and the don'ts are very, very important for the prompt. The save its habit that always we need to double check. Save first before running. Confirm the names. Do not how to say, keep it as a point text and you want to run it as Python. It will not accept. The running code is not, as I said, is not the correct code. Always ask Copilot things before running the code, and always you need to double check the files, the names you are saving, to don't overwrite on things that are important for you. The practice that if we want to, how to say, to test ourselves, always we need to start with something very, very simple. These how to say, simple things have big impacts for ourselves, because even though it's simple maybe simple step for me, it will provide me that I am okay, I can do it. So this is it will provide me how to say, more power, inside power to do these things. And the second thing is technical. When we start with small things, we can verify our errors, and we can always have the habit. Nothing comes, I'll say, as we said, there is no free lunch. Always things comes with some efforts, but managing these efforts are how to say, more important than the efforts itself, if I can say like that. Because if you have the task that contains 100, at least you start with one, you will have 99. You will not have, after finalizing the one, you will not have always 100. So we are minimizing the number of the tasks based on your time. What we will have always in Monday and Wednesday, you can bring the files, the prompts that you write, and also we can help you to run these scripts, or to make them more correct them if they are wrong, or help in the way to optimize and to I would say to speed up the process for you. And also what we have now, if we can finalize this 3 weeks, now we are ready for week 4, that we can have more, let's say more things, or more realistic examples that we can do. Now, before finalizing, if we have a little bit time, we have more than 15 minutes. I prepared one prompt. I don't know. I prepared. Let's I prepared this prompt just to, I would say, to make things maybe more realistic to our tasks. I don't know, even though writing Python or writing anything, I will not create this signal CSV. I will not, how to say, what we need to provide to the Python is, to the Copilot, is specific tasks. First, generate the time vector between 0 to 2 seconds. Create 3 clean signals. One is sine wave with 2 hertz, sine wave with 5 hertz, cosine wave with 3 hertz. Save the data into CSV file. Call it signal point CSV. With columns, times, signs, and how to say the names that we want to provide. Read the CSV file back using your the Panda. The Pandas is one how to say package used. We used in general for dealing with the CSV files and all analysis files. Plot all the 3 signals at the same figure using Matplotlib. Added the title, the labels, the legend, and the grid, and also print the first 5 rows of the CSV file. We need to see it in the how to say the terminal, and added clean comments for each step. We will see it in the how to say the Copilot output. After the code, explain how I can verify that the output makes sense. So this example is, how to say, a generalized example that it will use all the features that we are having here. Let me now paste this prompt here and click on enter. These prompts, we can find them, how to say, it will create here. We don't have this here. We don't have the signal, what we call this file, signal something, here, I forget what we call it. Yes, we create signal, the sv.demo. It creates by itself. So this is the point here, means that is creating. So when it creates, it will now do everything. So we can click on this to see what it's doing. It's creating the things that we asked to do now, using the proper tool to install Panda, because he doesn't find Panda or something like that. He's installing, and he will everything he will enter to. If you remember here in this session, I give him the permission, allow this time for this session, or we don't allow. I will allow him, because I told him you will how to say run it. The file, this is only, yes, environment workspace, and it will, because here we are in the workspace environment, it's installing the pandas in environment. It's in this session. Allow also here, it's only our communication between the Copilot and in the AI. We are talking. He's asking us, and we are talking with it. It's like an agent. But this agent understands also what we are doing here. understands our language and understands the language of the machine, and it's converting, I would say this our language to the language of the machine with our permission to don't I would say make big mess or something like that in the system. I didn't try this code before. Just it's the first time that I am this prompt. I didn't try it before. I did that in purpose to in front, I would say, in front of you, just to first to have explanation in real time what we are doing, and also if we have an error we can correct it together, and just to have everything in real time, what we are doing and what the AI is doing, and how to run this I would say to have this code. So now the code is done. Your manually counts and the code is done. I will run it by clicking on this button, and now it will create. It will run the demo CSV. It will create what we asked him to do. Now it prints the first data. It will create. It will plot. Here we told him go to plot signals. We can have the plot of signals: 1 of sin, 2 hertz, 5 hertz, cosine 3 hertz, and also we told this. Let me come back to the prompt. We told it create this and save the file in CSV file. This is the CSV file. It saves here. Create, save this, and we will check. We'll check together. Plot all the 3 signals. It plots here in the signal plots, and we told it call it plot all the signals. Save, print the first clear. Save. No. Here we told it save the file in how to say signals.csv. So we told it save CSV as the name here. So this is our choices. Then we will see the CSV file. It is in let me later on. This is the files though. So the names that we have here, it's sign 5 as we told him, the time and as we told him, and we told him also to verify back the file. It opens, it verifies. How to verify the output makes sense. It opens here because we told it to verify back. It creates. Perfect. This signal has been created successfully, and he tell us what he did exactly. The data was saved. Read and print the 5 rows. It reads back and print the 5 rows that we are here. So we have the time. We told him print the five rows, and plot and saves in signal.py. It saves, and everything is okay. This one, if we want, sometimes it asks for other recommendation. This how to say AI. It's not AI. Visual Studio Code. It asks for other package. If we want to install it, install it. If you don't want to install it, don't install it. Here, when I click on signal.csv, I don't have the Excel file. He said, do you want me to install the recommended Rainbow CSV that I will use it to how to say to verify using the Visual Studio the file. I will not install it because it's not. But if you want to install it here, you can install it, and you can do what you want to do. We can also here only one thing. If we want to add other comments to the I would say the last file that we created. If we want to add the other comments, you can modify, for example, modify the colors of the plot, add other things. It will create, or it will add it on the top of this file. In this case, we have two things we need to remind always. Verify what we are writing, because the AI doesn't understand exactly our language. We need to be very specific with it, and also don't override anything that you how to say you don't want to lose it. For example, let's say, for example, signals, I didn't create it. This is how create what we call synthetic signals. These signals here I created, we call it synthetic. But let's say these signals are coming from real measurement. If now we will tell him, write the code that it will use signals and save it, and we forget to tell him save it in new file, not signals. This is our mistake. So this is, we need to be careful, because it can overwrite the original file, which will be lost. It's no back in this how to say this time, or this file we cannot have it back if we write it in the system. So these are some I would say, always we present some files to or some links to visit, and they are we need them. Before we leave, we have created in real time, we have created the files. We verified the date, we verified in the terminal. We have practice, I would say, we practice some I would say prompts or some instructions, and we have one code is running. So if you have any question, please, you can ask now, and also you are welcome for the Monday and Wednesday for the consultation hours to have, I would say, to better, if I can say, to better evaluate what we are doing in the Fridays. Thank you very much. And please, if you have any question, please do.